There's a whole new range of features coming into Microsoft 365 Copilot, and today I'll be covering them all with you. Ranging from new AI models that now improve the performance of Copilot, to new features inside of PowerPoint that can grill the PowerPoint deck and find out any questions we're likely to get ahead of our key presentation. And even better, new ways now to delete meeting recaps in those meetings that went a little off topic. I'll be covering all of that and more with you today. So let's now head into Copilot, check out these new features, and find out how they're going to make our work life even easier with the help of some AI capabilities. So first off, let's check out some new AI model improvements coming into Copilot, because yes, when we get new models, well, things in Copilot just perform better. And now we're seeing two new improvements. The first one is a new introduction of GPT 5.5 models, with the ability to use its instant response and also its think deeper models. We can see that here in Copilot. Here I've got a prompt for it to ask Copilot to help me draft up an email to Alex. Inside of our model selector on the left hand side, we can now choose a variety of different models, including the new quick response or instant response model from GPT 5.5. And we'll see here that Copilot very quickly now drafts an email that we can go ahead and send out to Luke. But remembering, if you need to think deeper, well, you have that option too. So you can select think deeper, where you need Copilot now to have a little bit more thought around one of the problems that you're working on too. But these new models are not only relevant to GPT. No, there are new enhancements as well from Anthropic or Claude models. We'll now see the availability right inside of Microsoft Excel using a new Opus 4.8 model, which is now also available for us to use. Alongside that, well, it's also available inside of Cowork. Yes, Claude 4.8 Opus will be used as a default model in Claude Cowork as well, giving it better capabilities now to work inside of Cowork with better outcomes. So two new model improvements come into Copilot, both from Anthropic and Claude, and also GPT-2. So keep an eye out for those and enable those where you can to get those performance improvements. And not only are we seeing model improvements, but we're also now seeing the ability to choose a different model inside of Microsoft Word. Yes, many of you asked before, can we use Anthropic Claude models for writing content inside of Word? And previously, well, we couldn't do that. But now inside of Word on the web, with these models for Claude or Anthropic now enabled, we can see in the sidebar via the three-dot menu, we can now select to use Claude's Sonnet model or Opus as well. Choosing this model here will give Copilot an instruction to rewrite the executive summary in this document to be more concise. And now the model that will be used is the Sonnet model from Claude to rewrite this content right inside of Microsoft Word. So now we get the choice of models right inside of Word, meaning you can choose the right model for the right task right inside of Word. And there's also new capability coming into Word to catch us up on recent file changes. Now this one again is just rolling out now, but we can see here by giving my Copilot sidebar a prompt to catch me up on the most recent changes, it now highlights what's new in this document, outlining all the changes that we've made. So now we can use our Copilot sidebar to also catch us up on recent changes right inside of the Word document across all of these different file versions. Handy way to keep up to date when your colleagues make those changes to the document, but you're not quite sure what's changed. And there's not only Word that's changing, there's also new capability coming into Microsoft Excel. Inside of the Copilot sidebar here, if we select Allow Editing, we can see a new option for Plan. This now means that Copilot will plan through the changes before committing them. That's pretty helpful because sometimes in the past when you ask Copilot to do something, it went ahead and made the changes immediately. If you weren't happy with them, you need to revert them because they would be auto-saved in the workbook itself. It could be a problem on a large worksheet or one you're working on with your colleagues. So choosing this new option to plan, well, I can give Copilot one of the prompts here. I'd like it to review the data set and add in additional columns to help us understand the data, and a series of pivot tables and charts to summarize the data. Now, Copilot at this point will need to plan out the changes, and then when it also can understand a little bit more, well, it will also ask us what changes to make as well. Let's let Copilot work through that, and we can see here, before I create a plan, I have a few questions. Do you have any specific calculated fields in mind? what would like to break down, what charts would I require, and where should it also place the new charts? Should it be in a new sheet or alongside existing dashboards? I'll go ahead and give Copilot these responses to then see what happens next. And giving Copilot our response, we can see it's come back again and it's let us know, here's my plan before I make any changes to your workbook. And it adds all the different points it's now going to work through. Again, we could refine this, but I'm going to go ahead and proceed with these changes. And it now means that Copilot will make changes directly in the workbook, but only the changes that we've agreed. So planning out these with your Copilot is a much more powerful experience, and letting Copilots work through what it thinks are best, especially in shared or large workbooks. So now plan your changes with your Copilot and make the right changes in Excel with all of your different data points. And you may have seen this earlier. When we also accessed our Copilot chat through the Microsoft 365 Copilot app, you may have noticed it doesn't look much the same. No, Microsoft are now rolling out a new experience, and we've also covered this on our channel already. So if you want a deep dive, why not watch that tutorial right up next, which I'll also link in the video description below. But what are the key changes then that are going on inside of the Copilot app that you should also stay on top of? Well, the biggest one for me is now the removal of the work and web toggle right at the top of our Copilot. I'm using a paid Copilot license and that toggle has now been removed and now replaced instead with this Work IQ option. We've enabled effectively Work IQ means it'll look across all of our work data to answer questions. By left clicking it, you can see it strikes through Work IQ. And it's no longer now used to bring back any responses and connects only to the web to provide a response to your question or prompt. That's a key part of this new experience. Alongside that, attaching your files with Work IQ enabled, well, you'll see it's now done for the plus icon rather than a file attachment icon. Select it and choose the file from your work content across these different points just like before. And alongside that, accessing your agents is a little different. The left-hand side, you can see an agent selection, and you can also quickly access the agents via a drop-down again on the left-hand side, showing all the agents here. Also, starting a new conversation with your Copilot chat is now on the left with a new chat, and the much requested app launcher or the waffle has now returned. We see it on the left-hand side under apps and more, giving quick access to all the different apps we have in Microsoft 365. So they're the key differences there, but if you want to find out more, as I mentioned, have a look at the deep dive tutorial that we put out recently right here on the channel, showing you how to use these new updates to the Copilot app. So let's take a quick pause, because what we're seeing here inside of Copilot today is a rate of change far exceeds what we've seen before. New features are coming out now at rates you just haven't seen, and are changing the way that we work forevermore. But if you're still struggling to keep up with those Copilot changes, or just struggling to find out how Copilot can fit in your working day, then why not check out our website link below? Because me and the team at Your 365 Coach have built a range of learning resources to help you. On-demand masterclasses for our own academy, training that we can run in teams or even in person, and even strategy sessions to bring it all together and see how Copilot can change the way that you and your team work. So check out the website, once again linked below, to find out how we can help you on your journey with Copilot. So now let's head back into Copilot and continue to find what's new. But it wouldn't be a Copilot update video without updates to Copilot in PowerPoint. And now we have some new agentic skills, allowing us to also review the presentation, make changes, but even better, have questions from the PowerPoint deck in readiness for when we present the content. We can use this Copilot sidebar by selecting the plus icon, selecting all skills, and choose prepare for questions. We can now see by passing this across to our Copilot, it will now review the PowerPoint deck and find potential gaps or areas that we could get questions on in the session itself, now enabling us to get ready for the PowerPoint presentation. Let's work through that, and then also we'll see that Copilot will ask us a few questions to make sure it understands the audience too. We can now see that Copilot has asked who is the audience for this presentation. I'll select local council and planning, and then also it's for decisions or approval. As well as that, I'll be also presenting this in person. Giving this to Copilot, well, it now begins to work through those gaps in the presentation and the questions we could also receive. Let's let it come up with those and check them out. And Copilot's now came back with those gaps. It's identified that there's no specific site identified for the work. The objection could be that we're asking it to approve a green space project in London, but you haven't told us which borough, which site, and what's the land status. That we could acknowledge that, reframe it, and provide evidence. There's no budget or cost estimates or funding model, and there's no delivery timeline and no comparison with alternative land uses. So useful here to now consider in our presentation, make changes, and also get ready to present it too. So a useful way to now work with Copilot, having it also review your slides, coming up with those objections and thoughts before you even present the content, getting you ready for an awesome presentation. And finally, there's also a new change coming where we can delete the meeting recap. Yes, if you scheduled a meeting with one of your colleagues to chat about a project, but accidentally took the whole time talking about your upcoming holiday plans, well, now you can go and delete the meeting recap, noting only the meeting organizer can do this. So from our meeting, we'll select View Recap, taking us into the Microsoft Teams recap. Under the three-dot menu, we can now select Delete Recap Content. Of course, if you delete it, well, it's no longer recoverable. So do ensure that you only delete your recaps where you really no longer need them. Now selecting Delete here, or the meeting recap will now be deleted and no longer accessible. It's now a simple way to also remove those meetings that really shouldn't have happened, where you spoke about your holiday plans rather than the project itself. So there you go. We've seen a range of new Microsoft 365 Copilot features coming in very soon. And of course, some of them are in an early preview as part of the Frontier program. So you may not see them today, but you will now also know how to take advantage of them when they do arrive. But for me, all of these changes just underline one single point. That is the rate of change. Yes, things are changing so fast, and Copilot having access to both OpenAI and Anthropic models mean that we're even seeing more product capability made available every single month. How do we stay on top of that? Well, you're in the right place, because you can hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to find the latest tutorials on these new Copilot capabilities, or head to our website to find out more about what we do and how we can help you and your team. So of course, if this has also helped, hit that like button to let me know or drop me a comment. And other than that, well, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.